Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is going to be about time management. I've gotten a lot of requests for this video and I think it is time to finally get it over with. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Mercy. I am a nurse, and on this channel I talk about nursing, lifestyle, beauty, vlog, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and also hit the notification button so that every time I upload a new video, you'll get a notification. That way you'll never miss another video from me again. As a lot of you know, I am a nurse. I'm also 9 months pregnant. I am a full-time student, and I'm also in a long-term relationship. That's a lot of work as well, so I deserve to mention that. So people ask me all the time, how are you able to manage all of those things and have a YouTube channel and have a regular lifestyle? Let me just say it's because I'm Superwoman. I'm just kidding. It's freaking hard. I'm not gonna lie. It is something that takes a lot of work and a lot of devotion. So I'm just gonna give you guys a few tips on how I'm able to do it and keep my head on right. So the first thing I will say about time management is, just like with anything, you have to be very, very disciplined. You have to come up with something that works for you and stick with it. So what I've been able to use that works for me is planning. I like to plan basically almost every aspect of my life because that's just how things work for me. So that can be a good thing and that can also be a bad thing. But the number one thing that I would say really helps is to be very disciplined. So what I usually do is I like to plan everything I do. So for example, with my school, I am in a master's degree program and our schoolwork is mostly online. I haven't gotten to the point where I have to go to clinicals yet. So a lot of my schooling is online, thankfully. We have to post 3 separate times a week. I try to schedule that. So what I normally do is I will either go to the library on Monday or Wednesday. I've already made a video on this. I schedule one day for schoolwork. I go to the library. I don't care how long it takes me, but I spend the whole day there just to do all my schoolwork. As far as work, you know that when you come home, you're tired. You don't have time to go sit there and do homework or do anything else. Especially with 12-hour shifts, I try not to schedule anything else. I just try to put my all into my shifts. And then when I come home, when I did used to work out, I would come home, take a nap, go work out for like an hour or so, and then come back home and rest and do it all over again if I'm working the next day. So as far as my YouTube channel, I try to schedule as well. I try not to overdo it because I'm pregnant and that is a whole thing by itself. So I try to say maybe I'll post 2 videos this week or 3 videos. Write the video idea, shoot the video, or edit the video, and I schedule the days that I'm going to post my video. If you're going to nursing school is usually not every day a week. So you may have classes twice a week and then you have your clinical. So days you have classes, don't come home and put your schoolwork away and never look at it again till the next day of school. If you do it that way, you're only setting yourself up for failure. So what you want to do is, when you do have classes, get the lecture materials, come home and then read over it for 2 to 3 hours. That is really helpful. Not only does it help you remember the things that you just read about, it also helps you reinforce everything. So that way when you hear about it again, it's not a foreign concept. So what I used to do when I had physical classes was I would show up to class, write down my notes or PowerPoints or whatever, and then come home, spend another 2 to 3 hours going over that stuff again just to keep it in my mind, so that when you do have an exam, it's not like, oh my god, I have a 6-chapter exam and I don't even know where to start. Well, if you had reviewed your notes and PowerPoints little by little, this wouldn't be a foreign concept to you. This would be kind of like a review to you. And if you have a study buddy or a study group, just make sure you encourage each other to meet up and study. And when you do meet up, don't play around when you meet up with your friends. Make sure your study time is about studying, and if you have a little bit of time left over later, you can talk about as many random things as you want to. So as far as school goes, that's how I would say you can manage your time that way. So always have a time to review your notes and PowerPoints after class, and then maybe on the weekend or something like that, go to the library or go to a quiet place, review your stuff. The worst thing you can do is pile up all your notes and wait till you have an exam and then try to cram everything in, because with nursing school, those exams are over sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes even 6 chapters. There is absolutely no way you're gonna learn 6 chapters of content in one night. If you do, you must be some kind of superhero or some kind of genius, but that just doesn't work for me. I have to do it little by little and then take one whole day and just study my butt off yourself. And at this point, it's kind of like a review for me. And then for your clinical days, you can use clinical days to study because clinical is not as intense as classes. So you can go to your clinical, come home, and then use the time after your clinical to study. As far as my home life and social life, I don't really hang out a lot because I'm always busy. I always have things I'm working on. So if it's not schoolwork, it's for my actual work or my YouTube channel or just working on myself as a person. I have friends that I go out with, but it has to be necessary. I don't just hang out with friends because I feel like that is time that I could be using to do something to benefit myself. So I'm not the kind that would just randomly go out to the club or just visit someone for hours and just sit there for no reason. And then when it comes to cooking and food, I normally shop in bulk and then cook in bulk as well. So we cook for 2 to 3 days at a time. So it's not an everyday thing where I'm cooking every single day. As you guys know, I'm African and we usually make big meals and we save it for a few days. So that's how I'm able to save time that way as well. You have to just figure out something that works for you and then kind of plan it out. But the most important thing is to be consistent with whatever your plans are. So that is all I can think about as of right now. If you guys have any other time management strategies that I didn't mention in this video, please go ahead and leave them down below. And if you have any other questions for me at all, go ahead and leave them down below as well. If you like the video, please go ahead and share it and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below so you can join my family. So that is it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for your love and support, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.